students, we are discussing phyllotaxy, right? We are discussing phyllotaxy. Sir, phyllotaxy means arrangement of leaves, right? Arrangement of leaves on stems and branches. We already discussed a statement. Phyllotaxy is of how many types? 3 types, right? What is the first one, sir? Alternate phyllotaxy. What is the first type of phyllotaxy? Alternate phyllotaxy, right? Second one is opposite phyllotaxy. What is the second one, sir? Opposite phyllotaxy, right? And the third one is old phyllotaxy. Old phyllotaxy, right? We already completed this alternate phyllotaxy. Now go for the second one. What's our opposite phyllotaxy? Number 2. Opposite phyllotaxy. Sir, in opposite phyllotaxy, each node contains 2 leaves, sir. In opposite phyllotaxy, each node is with how many leaves, sir? 2 leaves. See this diagram. See this diagram. Sir, this is a node, right? Sir, in this node, at this node, how many leaves are there, sir? 2 leaves. At this node, sir, 2 leaves. Therefore, at each node, how many leaves are present? 2 leaves. And do these 2 leaves are on the same side, sir? No, they are on opposite side. See here, 2 leaves at one node. Are they on same side? No, they are on opposite side. This is which phyllotaxy, sir? Opposite phyllotaxy. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, each node with how many leaves? 2 leaves. At each node, 2 leaves are present. At each node, 2 leaves are present. 2 leaves are present. How these 2 leaves are? Which are opposite to one another. Yes or no? Opposite to one another. How these 2 leaves are? They are opposite to one another. Is this statement okay? Now you tell me, sir, this is node, right? Sir, what is this one? Leaf. What is this? Axil. What is this, sir? Axil. Sir, this axil contains which bud, sir? Axillary bud. This axil also contains what, sir? Axillary bud. Yes or no? Therefore, one node, 2 leaves. 2 leaves means how many axils? 2 axils. 2 axils means how many axillary buds? 2 axillary buds. Therefore, in case of opposite phyllotaxy, each node with how many leaves, sir? 2 leaves. 2 leaves means how many axils? 2 axils. 2 axils. 2 axils means how many axillary buds, sir? 2 axillary buds. How many axillary buds, sir? 2 axillary buds. Therefore, in case of opposite phyllotaxy, one node contains how many axillary buds? One node contains 2 axillary buds. Yes or no? Right? Sir, we are discussing which phyllotaxy? Opposite phyllotaxy. Sir, opposite phyllotaxy is of 2 types. Right? What's that? Opposite phyllotaxy. Opposite phyllotaxy is of how many types, sir? Opposite phyllotaxy is of 2 types. Opposite phyllotaxy is of 2 types. Sir, what are the 2 types of opposite phyllotaxy, sir? Number 1, opposite dexate. Opposite dexate, and second one is opposite superposed. What it is? Opposite superposed. Is it okay? Therefore, opposite phyllotaxies of how many types? 2 types. What are they? Opposite dexate, opposite superposed. What are the first one, sir? Dexate. What are the first one, sir? Dexate. First you tell me, sir, opposite dexate means it is an opposite phyllotaxy. So one node should contain how many leaves, sir? 2 leaves. Yes or no? One node should contain how many leaves, sir? 2 leaves. Now, see this plant. Sir, this is a Calotropis. This is Calotropis plant. Milkweed, right? Now, see this plant. Sir, one node is having how many leaves? 2 leaves. Sir, do these 2 leaves present on the same side? No, they are on opposite side. So, this becomes which phyllotaxy, sir? Opposite phyllotaxy. Sir, I want to see another node, sir. You can check this node also, no problem. You can take any node. Sir, at this node, how many leaves are there? 2 leaves. See, 1, 2. How these 2 leaves are opposite to one another? Is this statement okay? Right. Now, we are discussing opposite dexate, right? What it is, sir? Opposite dexate. Now, see here. Listen the statements carefully. Sir, these are 2 leaves. These are 2 leaves present at one node. See, these are 2 leaves present at another node, right? Yes or no? Now, see it carefully. See this carefully. 2 leaves present at one node, 2 leaves present at one node are right angle to 2 leaves present at next node. You can check them carefully. Sir, this is towards right, this is towards left, this is towards front, this is towards back. Yes or no? Therefore, 2 leaves present at one node, 2 leaves present at one node are at right angle to 2 leaves present at another node. Yes or no? This is called as a opposite dexate. Sir, I want to see the next node also, sir. You check it. Check the next node. How the 2 leaves are. See. Sir, front, back, right, left. Therefore, 2 leaves present at one node are at right angle to 2 leaves present at the next node. Yes or no? Is it okay? Right? Therefore, right, this is opposite dexate. This plant name is Calotropis. Calotropis gigantea, milkweed. Is it okay? Right? Okay. Therefore, sir, we are discussing opposite dexate. Right? Now you tell the statements. Opposite dexate. What we can write? 2 leaves. 2 leaves present at one node are at right angle. Right angle means how many degrees? 90 degrees. Can we call it as perpendicular? Yes. Right angle to 2 leaves present. 2 leaves present at where? Next node. Is this statement okay? Therefore, 2 leaves present at one node, how they are? They are right angle to 2 leaves present at a next node. This is opposite dexate. Sir, what is an example for opposite dexate, sir? Example for opposite dexate, Calotropis. What is the example for opposite dexate? Calotropis, right? Now go for opposite superposed. So in opposite superposed, 2 leaves present at one node, 2 leaves present at one node, they are arranged one above the other. Therefore, leaves are arranged one above the another. Leaves arranged. How the leaves are arranged? Leaves arranged one above the another. Leaves are arranged one above the another. Sir, opposite superposed example is quisqualis. Quisqualis. What is the example for opposite superposed, sir? Quis qualis. Quis qualis. Is this statement okay? Right? Now see this plant. Sir, this is which plant, sir? This is Calotropis plant. Yes or no? This is which plant? Calotropis plant. Sir, in Calotropis plants, leaves are arranged in how many vertical rows, sir? Leaves are arranged in how many vertical rows? This is my question. See the plant carefully. Sir, this leaf is towards front. This leaf is also towards front. Therefore, this is one vertical row. Yes or no? Sir, this leaf is towards back. This leaf is towards back. Therefore, these two leaves, this and this, these two forms one vertical row. Yes or no? Right? Sir, this is one vertical row towards right. This is towards left, another vertical row. Therefore, how many vertical rows are present in Calotropis plants, sir? 4. Therefore, leaves are arranged in 4 vertical rows. Front one vertical row, back one vertical row, right side one vertical row, left side one vertical row. This plant you can see outside also. You can check it. No problem. Right? Therefore, leaves are arranged in how many vertical rows here, sir? 4 vertical rows. What is the plant name, sir? Calotropis. Okay. Therefore, in Calotropis, how the leaves are? Leaves are arranged in Calotropis. Leaves are arranged in 4 vertical rows. Leaves are arranged in how many vertical rows, sir? 4 vertical rows. In case of which plant, sir? Calotropis plant. Is it okay? Right. Now, do you know Psidium? Psidium. Sir, the common name of Psidium is guava. Right. Sir, in case of Psidium, right, both opposite dexate and opposite superposed are present. Sir, in case of which plant? Psidium, right, both opposite dexate, what? Opposite dexate and opposite superposed. Opposite dexate and opposite superposed. Both are present. Is this statement okay? Therefore, in case of Psidium, that is in case of guava, both opposite dexate and opposite superposed both are present. Is this statement clear? Right? We completed what, sir? Opposite phyllotaxy. Right? Now go for number 3. What, sir? Old phyllotaxy. Right? Now listen here. We are discussing phyllotaxy. Now go for the third one. What, sir? It's old phyllotaxy. Right? Old phyllotaxy. What it is? Old phyllotaxy. Now listen here, sir. In old phyllotaxy, right, each node contains more than 2 leaves. In old phyllotaxy, right, each node contains how many leaves, sir? Each node contains more than 2 leaves. Each node contains more than 2 leaves. In which phyllotaxy, sir? Old phyllotaxy. Sir, you are saying that each node is with more than 2 leaves. Do this more than 2 leaves present on the same side? No. These leaves are arranged circularly around the stem. How these leaves are arranged? Circularly around the stem. That's why this old phyllotaxy is also called as a circular phyllotaxy. What is another name for old phyllotaxy, sir? Circular phyllotaxy, also called as a circular phyllotaxy. Is it okay? Right, sir? If each node contains how many leaves, sir? More than 2 leaves. Then how many axils are present? More than 2 axils. Yes or no? Therefore, each node, right, how many leaves? More than 2 leaves. Yes or no? More than 2 leaves. Sir, more than 2 leaves means how many axils, sir? More than two axles. More than two axles. More than two axles means how many axillary buds, sir? More than two axillary buds. Yes or no? What is another name for axillary bud? What is another name for axillary bud? Lateral bud, right? Therefore, sir, in case of which phyllotaxy? Old phyllotaxy, one node contains how many axillary buds? One node contains more than two axillary buds. Sir, what is another name for old phyllotaxy, sir? Circular phyllotaxy. Why? Because leaves are arranged. Leaves are arranged. How leaves are arranged? Leaves are arranged circularly, where around the stem at node. Therefore, at node around the stem, how leaves are arranged? Circularly. Is this statement okay? Right? Now go for examples of old phyllotaxy. Number one, Nerium. Nerium. Sir, where we got this Nerium plant, sir? We got this Nerium in the case of what, sir? Stolons. Stolons. Wherever you get one example, you have to recall whether that example previously got or not. Is it okay? Right. Sir, this Nerium we got in stolons, right? Sir, stolon is a type of which stem modification, sir? It is a type of subaerial stem modification. Nerium is a type of subaerial stem modification. Is it okay? Right. Now go for the second example. What, sir? Alstonia. What is the second example, sir? Alstonia. Sir, this Alstonia is commonly called as a devil tree. What is the common name of Alstonia, sir? Devil tree. It is commonly called as a devil tree. Is it okay? Therefore, what are the examples of old phyllotaxy, sir? Nerium and Alstonia. If the question is asked like this, take a stem of Nerium plant. Stem of Nerium plant. For example, if the stem of a Nerium plant is with 10 nodes, stem of Nerium plant is with how many nodes, sir? 10 nodes. Is it okay? Stem of Nerium plant is with right how many nodes, sir? 10 nodes. And at each node, at each what, sir? Node. At each node, if 3 leaves are present, at each node, if 3 leaves are present, then total number of leaves on that Nerium stem will be. Sir, how many nodes are there? 10 nodes. Each node is with how many leaves? 3 leaves. Therefore, total becomes how many leaves, sir? 30 leaves. If the question is like this, you can calculate directly. But if the question is asked like this, sir, on Nerium stem, on what, sir? Nerium stem, right? 12 internodes are present, sir. How many internodes are present, sir? 12 internodes are present. At each node, right, if 3 leaves are present, sir. At each node, if 3 leaves are present, then on that Nerium stem, total number of leaves present are. Got my question? Sir, we are taking a Nerium stem. That Nerium stem is having how many internodes? 12 internodes. At each node, how many leaves are there? 3 leaves are there. Then total number of leaves present in the Nerium stem will be, this is the question. First you calculate the number of nodes. How you can calculate the number of nodes? We know that number of nodes is equals to, number of nodes is equals to what, sir? Number of nodes is equals to number of internodes. Number of nodes is equals to number of internodes plus 1. Yes or no? Right? Once you see this diagram, sir, this is a stem. See here, sir, node. In this diagram, how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? 5 nodes are there. How many internodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, number of internodes are 4 in this diagram. In this diagram, number of nodes are how many, sir? 5. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, number of nodes, if you want, what we have to do? Number of internodes plus 1. Yes or no? Right. Therefore, here you see, Right. In the question, number of internodes are given. Yes or no? Right. We want number of nodes. Therefore, number of nodes is equals to what, sir? Number of internodes plus 1. Here, how many internodes are there, sir? 12 internodes are there. Therefore, 12 plus 1 becomes how many, sir? 13. What are these 13, sir? 13 nodes are present. In question, each node is with how many leaves, sir? 3 leaves. Each node is with 3 leaves means 13 nodes. Therefore, 13 nodes, each node is with 3 leaves. Therefore, into 3 we have to do. How much we are going to get? 3 into 3, 9, 3 ones are 3. Therefore, 39. Yes or no? Therefore, how many leaves are present here, sir? 39 leaves are present. How many leaves are present? 39 leaves are present. Is this concept clear? Okay. Now, sir, we are discussing which phyllotaxy, sir? Old phyllotaxy. What is another name for old phyllotaxy, sir? Circular phyllotaxy. Old phyllotaxy is also called as circular phyllotaxy. Sir, this is a Nerium plant. What is this plant name? Nerium. This is a Nerium plant. Right? Now you see. At this node, how many leaves are there? 3 leaves. You can count. 1, 2, 3. How these 3 leaves are they present on the same side? No, they are arranged circularly around the stem. Sir, I want to see another node, sir. You can check. I am not hiding anything. Okay. I am trying to concentrate. I am trying to show only one node. See, at this node, how many leaves are there? 3 leaves. If you want to check, you can go for another node also. How many leaves are there at this node, sir? 3 leaves. Therefore, in case of Nerium, at each node, more than 2 leaves are present. And generally, how many leaves are? 3 leaves. This is in the case of Nerium plant. Is it okay? Right? Now you tell me. Sir, we discussed alternate phyllotaxy, opposite phyllotaxy, old phyllotaxy. In alternate phyllotaxy, each node is with 1 leaf. Opposite phyllotaxy, each node with 2 leaves. Old phyllotaxy, each node is with more than 2 leaves. Yes or no? Right? It means at each node either 1 leaf is present or 2 leaves are present or more than 2 leaves are present. Concerned to this, the questions won't be direct. You should be careful. The questions will be like this. If a Calotropis plant, if you take a Calotropis plant, right, at each node how many leaves are present? Sir, Calotropis means opposite phyllotaxy. How many leaves it contains? 2 leaves. How many axillary buds? 2 axillary buds. Therefore, you should remember the examples carefully. You should remember the examples carefully. With this, we completed a phyllotaxy, right? What it is? Phyllotaxy. Now, go for the next topic, right? Venation. Sir, venation or venation, arrangement of veins and veinlets in the lamina of a leaf is called as venation, right? Therefore, what is the meaning of venation, sir? Venation means arrangement. Arrangement of what, sir? Arrangement of veins and veinlets. Sir, yesterday we discussed where these veins and veinlets are present in the lamina. Sir, lamina is a part of what? Leaf. Therefore, what is the meaning of venation, sir? Arrangement of veins and veinlets in the lamina of a leaf is called as venation or venation. Is this statement okay? Sir, venation is shown by which part of the leaf, sir? Lamina. Venation shown by which part of the leaf, sir? Lamina. Venation shown by lamina of leaf. Venation is shown by which part of the leaf, sir? Lamina of the leaf. In angiospermic plants, in which plants? Angiospermic plants, venation is of 2 types. In which plants? Angiospermic plants. In angiospermic plants, sir, angiospermic plants are commonly called as what, sir? Flowering plants, yes or no? Wherever I getting the word angiospermic plant, each and every time I am specifying what it is called as. You should remember it carefully, right? Angiospermic plants are commonly called as flowering plants, right? In angiospermic plants, venation is of how many types? 2 types. Venation is of how many types, sir? Venation is of 2 types. What is of 2 types? Venation is of 2 types. In which plants, sir? Angiospermic plants, right? Sir, what are the 2 types of venation, sir? First one is a reticulate venation. What is the first one, sir? Reticulate venation. First one is reticulate venation. Okay. Second one is parallel venation. What is the second one, sir? Parallel venation. Second one is parallel venation. Just I wrote the symbol here. Okay, right? Therefore, in angiospermic plants, venation is of how many types? 2 types. What are they? Reticulate venation. Second one is parallel venation. Okay. Shall we go for the first one? Right? What are the first one, sir? Reticulate venation. Reticulate venation. Go for reticulate venation. Sir, what is the meaning of reticulum? Reticulum or reticulate means network. What, sir? Network. Reticulum or reticulate means what, sir? Network. Sir, we are discussing which venation, sir? Reticulate venation. Venation means what? Arrangement of veins and veinlets. Where? In the lamina of the leaf. It means these veins and veinlets, they forms a network in the lamina of the leaf. In which venation? Reticulate venation. Therefore, sir, during which venation? Reticulate venation, veins and veinlets. What and what, sir? Veins and veinlets forms what, sir? Forms a network. Who is forming this network, sir? Veins and veinlets. Where? In the leaf lamina. Yes or no? In the leaf lamina, veins and veinlets, they are forming a network. In which venation? Reticulate venation. So, reticulate venation is shown by most of the dicot leaves. Therefore, most of the dicot leaves shows which venation, sir? Reticulate venation. Most of the dicot leaves. Most of which leaves, sir? Dicot leaves. Most of the dicot leaves shows which venation, sir? Reticulate venation, right? Most of the dicot leaves shows reticulate venation. Most of the what? Most of the dicot leaves shows reticulate venation. Is it okay? Now listen this statement. Sir, generally dicot leaves are stipulate or exstipulate, sir? Stipulate leaves. Yes or no? Generally dicot leaves are which leaves? Dicot leaves are stipulate leaves. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, most of the dicot leaves, they shows reticulate venation. Generally dicot leaves are stipulate leaves. Is it okay? Right? Now I am writing one exceptional case. Sir, monocot leaves shows parallel venation. Monocot leaves means they have to show which venation? Parallel venation. But monocot leaves which shows a reticulate venation. Exceptional case I am writing. Monocots with Which venation, sir? Reticulate venation. Monocots with reticulate venation. Sir, what are the monocot plants which shows reticulate venation, sir? Two examples. Number one, Smilax. What is the first example, sir? Smilax. Second one is Diascorea. What is the second example, sir? Diascorea. Diascorea. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, sir, Smilax and Diascorea, these two are dicots or monocots. These Smilax and Diascorea are monocots. Monocots means they should show which venation? Parallel venation. But these two are monocots which shows a reticulate venation. Therefore, monocots with reticulate venation. Examples, Smilax and Diascorea. Sir, where we got this Diascorea, sir? In case of Diascorea plant, you are going to see bulbils. What you are going to see? Bulbils. Bulbil is a type of which stem modification, sir? Bulbil is a type of aerial stem modification. Bulbil is a type of which stem modification? Aerial stem modification. Is it okay? Right. Sir, we are discussing which venation, sir? Reticulate venation. Reticulate venation is of two types. Reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types, right? Now listen here. We are discussing venation, right? Two types. Venation is of two types. What and what? Reticulate venation, parallel venation. What are the first ones, sir? Reticulate venation, right? Reticulate venation. Okay. Sir, reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types. Reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types. Reticulate venation is of two types. Sir, what are the two types of reticulate venation, sir? Number one, pinnately reticulate venation. What is the first one, sir? Pinnately reticulate venation. Pinnately reticulate venation. Second one is palmately. Palmately reticulate venation. Palmately reticulate venation. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, reticulate venation is of how many types? Two types. What are they? Pinnately reticulate venation, palmately reticulate venation. Sir, go for the first one. What's that? Pinnately reticulate venation. Should remember carefully. Listen carefully. Sir, in venation, in what? Venation. Wherever you get the word pinnately, means only one midrib is present. How many midribs are present? Only one midrib is present. And the lamina is unlobed. How the lamina is unlobed? Sir, what is the meaning of lobed, sir? Lobed means it is with lobes. See this diagram? Sir, in this diagram, what are present, sir? Lobes are present. All these are lobes. Okay, right? See this diagram? I think we got this diagram in Passiflora. Passiflora, stem tendrils, right? Sir, here also you are going to see lobes. See? What I am saying? In venation, I am speaking about venation, right? In venation, wherever you get the word pinnately, how many midribs? One midrib. Lamina, is it with lobes? No, lamina is unlobed. Lobed means it should be like this or it should be like this. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, pinnately reticulate venation. Pinnately, what you have to write? How many midribs? One midrib. One midrib. Sir, midrib is also called as midvein. Yes or no? Midrib is also called as what, sir? Midvein. Right? Sir, lamina lobed or unlobed, sir? Lamina is unlobed. lamina unlobed. Is this statement okay? Now you tell me. Sir, in pinnately reticulated venation, how many midribs are present? One midrib. That's why this pinnately reticulated venation is also called as unicostate reticulated venation. What is another name for pinnately reticulated venation, sir? Unicostate. Unicostate reticulate venation. Unicostate reticulate venation. Sir, uni means one. Casta means veen, midveen. Sir, having how many midveens? One midveen. So we are calling this pinnately reticulated venation as a unicostate reticulated venation. Pinnately reticulated venation is also called as a unicostate reticulated venation. Now listen here. Sir, in venation, wherever you get the word pinnately, two statements. Number one midrib is present. Number two, lamina is unlobed. Is it okay? What is the second word? Reticulate. What is the meaning of reticulate? Network. It means veins and veinlets are present in the form of a network. Yes or no? Veins and veinlets present in the form of a network. Veins and veinlets present in the form of a network. Veins and veinlets are present in the form of what, sir? They are present in the form of a network. Veins and veinlets are present in the form of a network. This is pinnately reticulated venation. Very simple. Pinnately, one midrib present. Lamina is unlobed. Reticulate. Veins and veinlets are arranged in the form of a network. This is pinnately reticulated venation. Is it okay? Sir, what is another name for pinnately reticulated venation? Unicostate reticulated venation. Go for example of pinnately reticulated venation. Take mango. Mango. Sir, what is the scientific name of mango plant, sir? Mangifera indica. Mangifera indica. Sir, second example, you can take ficus or ficus. Sir, ficus means banyan, right? Banyan tree. Which tree, sir? Banyan tree. Yes or no? Right? Therefore, mango and ficus, these two are best examples for pinnately reticulated venation. Sir, in mango leaf, how many midribs are present? One midrib. Lamina lobed or unlobed? Unlobed lamina. How the veins and veinlets are arranged? In the form of a network. Sir, in ficus leaf, you can check it from outside because you can get these leaves. You can see the mango leaf as well as ficus leaf also. Sir, if you take the ficus leaf, how many midribs? One midrib. Lamina is unlobed. Yes or no? Right? And veins and veinlets, they are arranged in the form of a network. Okay. Now go for palmately reticulated venation. What's that? Palmately reticulated venation. Now listen this statement. Sir, wherever you get venation, in venation, if the word palmately is seen, more than one midrib is present. I am speaking about venation. In venation, if you get palmately, then automatically we can write how many midribs. More than one midrib is present. More than one midrib. Is this statement okay? Right? Therefore, in venation, if you get the word pinnately, one midrib. If you get the word palmately, more than one midrib. So, can we call palmately reticulated venation as a multicostate reticulate venation. Yes, multi means many, more than one, right? Therefore, what is another name for palmately reticulate venation? Palmately reticulate venation, palmately reticulate venation, also called as what sir? Multicostate, multicostate reticulate venation. Which venation, sir? Palmately reticulate venation is also called as multicostate reticulate venation. Multicostate reticulate venation. Is it okay? Now you tell me. Sir, in pinnately reticulate venation, how the lamina is unlobed? Yes or no? In pinnately reticulate venation, lamina is unlobed. In palmately reticulate venation, lamina is either unlobed or lobed. Lamina is either unlobed or lobed. Lamina, how the lamina is? Either unlobed or lobed. Sir, how it is lobed, sir? Palmately lobed. How it is lobed, sir? Palmately lobed. Therefore, sir, lamina is either unlobed or palmately lobed. Sir, what is the meaning of palmately lobed, sir? What is the meaning of palmately lobed, sir? Listen. Sir, this is a stem, this is a node, right? Sir, this is petiole. What is this one, sir? Petiole. See this diagram and tell. In this diagram, can I call this one as a lobe? Lobe. Sir, stalk of leaf is called as what? Petiole, right? Stalk of leaf is called as what, sir? Petiole. Now see this diagram. Sir, these lobes are present at the tip of the petiole, yes or no? What are present? Lobes are present at the tip of the petiole. Such type of lobed leaf is called as a palmately lobed leaf. Therefore, what is the meaning of a palmately lobed leaf, sir? Palmately lobed leaf means lobes are present. Lobes are present. Where? Lobes are present. Where, sir? At the tip of petiole. Is this statement okay? At the tip of the petiole, what are present? Lobes are present. That is palmately lobed. Sir, we are discussing which venation, sir? Palmately reticulate venation, right? Sir, this palmately reticulate venation is of two types. Palmately reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types, right? Time and then, sir, time. Listen here. Sir, palmately reticulate venation. We are discussing palmately reticulate venation. Sir, this palmately reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types. What are they? Number one, convergent. Number two, divergent. Convergent. Number two, divergent. Sir, palmately reticulate venation is of how many types? Two types. What are the first ones, sir? Convergent. Sir, convergent palmate, right? How many midribs? More than one midrib. More than one midrib. More than one midrib. Okay. Sir, palmately reticulate venation. Lamina lobed or unlobed? It may be either unlobed or palmately lobed. Yes or no? Here lamina is unlobed. In convergent, how the lamina is, sir? Unlobed. Lamina unlobed. Now see this statement. Sir, here I am taking one leaf, sir. See this leaf. Sir, in this leaf, is there any lobes, sir? No, no lobes are there. Therefore, your lamina is unlobed. Unlobed lamina. How many midribs are there in this diagram? 1, 2, 3. 3 midribs are there. Sir, as a lamina is unlobed, all the 3 midribs are converging, joining at the leaf apex. Yes or no? Converge, coming together, coming to one place, joining. Sir, what are joining, sir? All the midribs are joining. Where? In the apex of the leaf. Why, sir? Because the lamina is unlobed. Therefore, as lamina is unlobed, all midribs, more than one we told, no? All midribs will what? Joins. Where? Joins at the leaf apex. All the midribs will join at the leaf apex. All the midribs will join at the leaf apex. Is it okay? Right? We are discussing convergent, right? Convergent example I am writing. Ziziphus. What are the examples, sir? Ziziphus. The common name of Ziziphus is a plum. In Telugu, we will call it as a Regadi Pandu, right? Ziziphus plum, right? This is convergent, right? Now go for divergent. Tell me. Sir, divergent is also a type of palmately reticular divination. Therefore, in divergent also, how many midribs should be? More than one. Yes or no? More than one midrib. How many midribs are present, sir? More than one midrib is present. Sir, in palmately reticular divination, lamina is either unlobed or palmately lobed. Yes or no? Sir, divergent, lamina is palmately lobed. Lamina palmately lobed. Lamina is how, sir? Palmately lobed. Now see this diagram. See this diagram. Sir, in this diagram, right, lobes are there, sir. These lobes, they are present at the tip of the petiole, sir. So this is palmately lobed, sir. Now see the midribs. 1, 2, 3. How many midribs are there, sir? 3 midribs. 1, 2, 3. First you tell me, in this diagram, lamina is lobed or unlobed? Lamina is lobed. As a lamina is lobed, do this midribs, they comes to one point at the leaf apex? No. Each lobe is receiving how many midribs? One midrib. In the diagram, how many lobes are there? 3 lobes. Each lobe is receiving how many midribs? One midrib. It means the number of lobes is equals to number of midribs. 3 lobes are there, sir. 3 midribs are there. Therefore, number of lobes is equals to number of midribs. Each lobe is receiving how many midribs, sir? One midrib. Is it okay? Sir, as a lamina is lobed, midribs, they are not joining in the leaf apex. Divergent, diverging. They are not coming to one point, they are moving away. Why, sir? Because lamina is lobed. Each lobe receives how many midribs? One midrib. So, number of lobes is equals to number of midribs. Okay, right? As a lamina is a what? Lobed, right? All midribs does or does not? Does not joins in leaf apex. Does not joins in leaf apex. I am speaking about divergent, right? Here what happens, sir? Each lobe Each lobe receives how many midribs? One midrib. Each lobe receives how many midribs, sir? One midrib. Number of lobes is equals to what? Number of lobes is equals to number of midribs. Number of lobes is equals to number of midribs. Go for examples of divergent. Number one, resinous. Sir, what is the meaning of resinous, sir? Resinous means nothing but castor. Resinous means nothing but what, sir? Castor. Second example is gossypium. What is the second example, sir? Gossypium. Sir, what is the meaning of gossypium, sir? Cotton. What is the meaning of gossypium, sir? Cotton. Okay. Next one is carica. I already told this one. Carica papaya means papaya plant. Yes or no? Carica papaya means which plant, sir? Papaya plant. Is it okay? Right? And what more we can take, sir? Passiflora also we can take, right? Passion flower. Passiflora, that is passion flower. Yes or no? Right? Even we can take cucurbits. That is cucurbita. What, sir? Cucurbita. Is it okay? Right? Therefore, we are discussing palmate, reticulate, venation, divergent. Examples: resinous, castor; gossypium, cotton; carica, papaya plant; passiflora, passion flower; cucurbita. Is it okay? All these are examples for what, sir? Palmately, reticulate, venation, divergent. Is this statement okay? Now listen this statement carefully. Sir, dicots, most of the dicots shows which venation, sir? Reticulate venation. I told two monocot plants which shows a reticulate venation. What they are? Smilax and Diascorea. Yes or no? What and what, sir? Smilax and Diascorea. Sir, this Smilax and Diascorea, they are monocots, right? Even though they are monocots, they are showing which venation? They are showing reticulate venation. But reticulate venation is of how many types, sir? Two types. What are they? Pinnate reticulate venation, palmate reticulate venation. They shows which venation, sir? They shows palmately reticulate venation. They shows which venation, sir? Palmately reticulate venation. But palmately reticulate venation is of how many types? Two types, convergent, divergent. What they show, sir? Convergent. What they show, sir? Convergent. What they show, sir? They shows convergent. Is it okay? Therefore, Smilax and Diascorea, these two are monocots. They shows reticulate venation. Which reticulate venation? Palmately reticulate venation. Which palmately reticulate venation, sir? Convergent. Is it okay? With this, we completed a reticulate venation. Tomorrow, we will discuss parallel venation. Is it okay? Right? Thank you.